What you're about to see is a success story of very small supplier, Boxel. Many people would say it's impossible to start a supply distribution business in 2023. Well, you're about to see that it's very possible and you actually can absolutely kill it in this business, but you have to do a lot of things right. I absolutely admire Kyle and his story, and here at Roofing Insights, we are looking for more stories like that. If you have a brand or business, any service related to contractors or homeowners, they're changing the industry. We want to tell your story. We're looking for 2 companies in the month of November to visit and share your story on this channel, and also create some digital assets, content marketing videos for your business as well. I'm going to put my information below. If you want us to come to you, please reach out and let's talk. Now enjoy the Boxel story.
Building and remodeling your home can be pricey. Yes, it can be, but it doesn't have to break the bank.
Everything we do to kind of save money. We have tons of flooring, cabinets. That's our big thing. We do get other building supplies in. So we're a Boxel discount building supply. We're on Route 6 in Chardon, about 3 to 4 miles east of the Chardon Square. Kind of a weird steel building set off the road. Not the prettiest showroom in the world, but it works. You can check out our website, vanboxelsurplus.org.
My name is Kyle Boxel. I'm the founder of Boxel Building Supply.
Kyle, Boxel Surplus, coming from you at the IX Center in Cleveland. We're going to announce a little bit of a sale here today.
We started in 2018, a little bit in the liquidation business. We got into the flooring, the cabinet industry. One thing led to another, how we wound up in the roofing industry. Actually started out of this old dairy barn. We owned the property here in Chardon. I was in the building trades myself, had a little bit of an accident, so I had to get out of the day-to-day building trades. And we saw the need for affordable products. You go to the big box stores, everything up there is pricey, quality is limited. And we wanted to supply a good product to our end customer at a good price. Like everybody, we started off very small. By no means are we huge right now. In our niche business, we are doing pretty well. We started out working in a barn, very minimal, very low overhead. We're located actually in Hamden Township. This is Hamden Township's first fire truck. It was built in 1938. They got some of the community members in the 50s, all put up their farms on loan and bought this fire truck. This fire truck came to this barn in 1960 and got overhauled, got a new engine put in, redid everything on it. So now we just do free storage while they're working on it. It's all volunteers that do it. And they got it running, I think, as of about a month ago. So they're gonna use it for parades, and we just allow them to use this area for somewhere nice, safe to store it with a concrete floor. What used to be my initial store is now a fire truck storage. As you can see in the back here, that's our second building. We built that end of 2018. So our first year, we grew out of the old dairy barn, went over to the old Kwanzaa hut building over there, and just continued to grow from there. So we built this building in the winter. We started in November. We got done January. Being Chardon, Ohio, terrible idea. We get about 160 inches of snow a year. It's cold, many real cold days. So in the spring, we were pretty eager to get in here. I made a pretty big mistake. We came in here before we insulated the building and before we had heat set up. We had propane furnaces running the propane tanks. The one thing I never took into effect, this is a metal building, the heat would go up. It would start to condensate. Middle of the day, it would be like the rainforest in here. Water pouring down everywhere on us. Going into the second year, we went and did the insulation. That's one thing. I don't claim to be an insulator by any means. We saved a ton of money doing it ourselves, but you can kind of see the end result. It works, it's not pretty. So this one is in, I think it was 2019. You could kind of see this little heater back here is how we heated the building. That little propane, it got cold. Little local paper did a news story on us. I think everybody was surprised we kind of made it out of our first year. We were thrown together definitely a little bit. We still are, growing. There's always room for improvement. But just in 2000, and actually this was January 17th, 2019. Here it is going in 2024. We are quite a bit different. Once we got up to about 2020 is when we really started kind of hitting the roofing industry quite a bit. We started in the second industries with roofing, second shingles, second ice and water. and started pushing that quite a bit. Took a while to get into, definitely a little bit hard to get into once we got the wheels moving. Behind second ice and water, we do rewrap here and kind of go through the products as well. So you see the first ones here that look a little bit jammed together, a little bit rougher. Those ones we go through, have the guys pull out the good ones, get rid of the bad ones. The rolls over here to the right is the finished product on it. So that's what we'd be sending out to the end customers. We started off in the roofing spot doing only seconds, shipping nationally truckloads of ice and water shingle. Anymore, we do a lot more of the A grade. We manufacture ice and water shield. We manufacture synthetic felt and nails. But yeah, the second product is where we started in the roofing industry by far. So this area we were gonna move out of a few times, but it's bought, it's paid for. We use it a lot as a transfer hub coming in here, and we also have a cabinet and flooring store out of here too. So when I'm talking transfer hub, you see synthetic felt nails. A lot of times when we get some of our buyers do a little bit smaller, we'll bring them into here, ship them out. We have our yard guys here that package everything. So right now with the shingles, it's just pallet quantities they're sending out right now. So we get them repackaged, they're wrapping them up here, getting them labeled to go out. That is for customers just buying 1 or 2 pallets at a time. Normally we do sell the shingles by the truckload, which is anywhere from 208 to about 235 square. So we do a lot of that. A lot of our transfer for synthetic comes here. So we have ship out of here and the other location nationally for synthetic felt. When it comes to the second market on shingles, we do deal with a few major manufacturers. What happens is they come up here, we get them rewrapped, we put them back in the basic wrapper. All it says is a roof and shingle off of it. Doesn't say the name. It does have a color. We do come up with a different color for each one. For example, this is Majestic Shake. Vast majority of the second shingles, why they're second, their shade could be off of here or there, but every one you buy in our lot is gonna be the same color. We sell these nationally. A lot of people, rental properties, stuff like that, flippers, they use it a lot. The one downside with it is they technically are not warranted. We do have a lot of our bigger contractors who warranty them themselves though. They get out to a job, they put their warranty on it, and the end customer is happy on it on that aspect as long as they get the paper for it. But these are typically full truckloads, which we send out all over the country to the end users. In retrospect, the shingle market, you're gonna be buying shingles about 50% of MSRP on them. Ice and water shield, those prices are all over the board, but you're in the low 30s delivered on ice and water shield. So it is a huge market. We grew that market to about as big as we can. Right now, we buy all the seconds we can. We can't grow that anymore. There's no more seconds. Object for the manufacturer is to create a material and not have seconds. So once we started doing that, we got into the A grade market. We started manufacturing our own products, continuing to grow, continuing to go. Of course, we still do the seconds. We still buy all we can because we have a lot of buyers that love the seconds. They'll never buy anything else. That's their bread and butter. That's how they compete. Different markets, they're so tough. You need any competitive edge you have, and that's a lot of people's competitive edge. You just have to know what goes with seconds, which, they are no warranted. We try to be as straightforward with people on them. It's a huge, huge market, especially in the shingle game. We're selling, 30 trucks a month, roughly. There is a lot more shingle seconds out there available. That is still a much bigger market. To be honest with you, I couldn't tell you how big that market technically is. We did run into some troubles here that I didn't think we would. One of the hardest things with starting was product acquisition. Being able to get a good, affordable product here. The big thing we ran into our first year, we were able to find affordable products, but we weren't able to find quality products. What I have noticed is a lot of those quality products were already bought up by some of the bigger companies, and to break into that was extremely hard until we got a name in the community, until we started to get enough capital to be able to make those huge purchases. So going into 2019, we started to acquire a few contracts here and there, and it kind of snowballed from there. But by far, product acquisition and able to control quality, control production, that was by far one of the biggest hurdles to start off. Best selling product, hands down, is our synthetic felt, our 100 GSM synthetic felt. A great product. We private label it for all different companies. We don't charge any extra to private label for you. We ship direct to you guys. So we manufacture and we ship direct. So a little bit different on it, but hands down, that is our best. We do have other products as well. We do have A-grade ice and water. We're getting that rolling. We do have a nail program, getting it rolling. I think the synthetic is the best seller. The reason why is it's marketing too. It's not only roofing, but you could put your own name on it with our certifications. We have a Miami-Dade. We're certified everywhere. And it's a great product, and nobody's even close on price. I mean, we're as low as $38 a roll delivered with your logo on the material, and that's 10 square rolls. Nobody in the market's at that, or even close. This is about 10 acres we have here. Goes in the back behind all these different shipping containers. When we started off, so this is our second location, tried to save money where we can. Instead of putting up other buildings, we ended up getting these containers. I think we have like 35 of them around here. So we still use them, nothing wrong with it. Yet again, they're bought, paid for, so utilize what we have, try to keep overhead low. Big thing why we grew the way we did is try to stay out of debt, keep the overhead low, and keep our good prices. We definitely get a lot of hate from other major manufacturers, other companies over advertising. So for example, last year we were at IRE, the International Roofing Expo. First year there, I mean, we're doing what we do. We put our prices up. We want the customers to see our prices. We want the customers to see our delivered prices. So we're sitting there with all the big guys behind our booth. We have all of our prices, we have pictures. You have all these guys walking by looking at the prices like, that's fake, that's a scam. And then of course we have customers we sold to will come up like, no, it's true. The prices seem like they would be kind of scamish. A lot of the, so after IRE, the week after IRE, we had 5 different major manufacturers show up at our office trying to figure out what we're doing. And we're in Northeast Ohio, nobody's in Northeast Ohio. These guys are flying in unannounced to see what we're doing and why we're doing it. So one of those that was almost humbling that they did that we are known now. And that was last March in Dallas, Texas, when we went to that show. That was our first major show we did. And now all the manufacturers know our name, know we're gonna advertise. And at the end of the day, there's not a product close to price and quality of ours. So of course they're gonna hate us. I mean, really don't care. At the end, I want the roofer to make more money, have a better product, and have a good product at the end of the day.
Kyle Van Boxel of Van Boxel Building Supply. Kind of have a little bit of exciting news here. We have a second location opening up in the next week or two. We have all stone core floor, all very high quality. You look around, we have very nice cabinet displays.
This is a cabinet floor and showroom along where customers are able to pick up their roofing supplies. We send down per order. We do stock synthetic felt nails here. We've had this open for about 9 months. Before this was actually a car shop, so we completely redid the building, made it a way that we can use it and utilize our customers a little bit south of us here. If you're in the market for kitchen and flooring, definitely come check us out. For cabinets, we're typically about 2/3 to half of the price of the big box stores. Flooring, we're all the way down to 1/4 of their price. We have American-made waterproof flooring starting at $1.09 a square foot, which is pretty much unheard of. This location, we do a lot of flooring, a lot of cabinets. Everything we sell is a stone core floor. So inside of it is actually crushed up limestone. So you literally could take a hammer, smack it, nothing really happens. We do have a lot of USA made flooring options available. There are some overseas options as well. Price-wise, we keep all of our prices at least half of what retail is. We don't have huge margins on it. We stock a lot of it. Our prices are low because we do big buys. We don't buy 1 box at a time. We'll buy 30,000 feet at a time. As for cabinets, we have 4 or 5 manufacturers. Vast majority of our cabinets are made in the USA. The lead times as little as about a week on some of the options. We have a ton of different options available when it comes to cabinets. Our best sellers when it comes to cabinets are always the Shaker White right over here. Right now it's definitely in style. They're very nice, soft close, solid wood, no MDF. I would say probably about 75% of the kitchens we sell are Shaker White. In the last year, we've done about 1,100 kitchens, have not had our prices be beat with any comparable product when it comes to kitchens. And that's on all aspects of our business. When it comes to flooring, one of our best sellers would be right over here, the bold wood. It's a little bit of a darker grayish color. That is a commercial grade floor. That one is $379. We do have floors that are actually the same rating. They start all the way down to $1.09. We stock about 150 different colors of flooring. What roofers can do to help themselves, don't follow the status quo. You're a roofer, you're already not following the status quo. You don't need to go to one of these big guys and give them money so they could go buy another Lamborghini or whatever they're doing with their money. Buy direct. You have options to buy direct from the manufacturers. There's no reason to go to that middle guy. Yeah, you could go in, you could talk to the salesman. I'm sure he's a nice guy, might take you out for dinner or whatnot. But how much is that costing you at the end? Buy direct where you can, save your money. You work hard for your money. Roofing is one of the hardest jobs out there. I mean, if you're out there I'm in Northern Ohio, it's not like Florida. I mean, we still get 90-degree days. Being on a roof like that, it's awful. Every dollar you work for, you work for. So spend it wisely, buy direct.
Everything we do to kind of save money. We have tons of flooring, cabinets, that's our big thing. We do get other building supplies in.
We got a few new floorings in right now. They're already at an extremely low price.
Containers of our 100 GSM synthetic felt on sale for $36 a roll delivered.
We're gonna keep doing what we do, and they can't change it.